Hello, welcome to my channel. Here's wrapping up my May 2026 fanfiction reads. So, this first fanfiction review I'm working on is a story titled Not With a Bang, a 50-chaptered story written by megalle. Is that how you pronounce it? Took me 4 days to finish it. Well, 4 nights to be exact. I read my fanfictions at night in bed, like bedtime stories. Well, coming straight to the actual review, this story starts with Draco Malfoy on a house arrest just post-war. Pity how unaware he was about the outside world, despite reading the Daily Prophet every day. And oh, this fic is of a marriage law trope, so because of the house arrest situation he was in, Draco got so confident that the marriage law would not affect him. Yeah, how foolish and naive of him. I have to point out though, that his initial suggestion to his cousin Nymphadora Tonks for trying out black family incest in opposed to the Marriage and Repopulation Act was irksome, but very Draco. I could only imagine what Tonks thought of his crude mentality, even when she knew he meant it as a joke. Hermione Granger, on the other hand, she seriously seemed to have given up hope with life. No more fucks to give attitude to everything and anyone. So much so that I pitied Draco. The bloke was trying so much to make them two work as a married couple. I really love his eventual monologue, where he gave her the other choice of being loved by him. That was heartfelt. Now that's the first AI-generated pic I did for the fic. And yes, Draco's bomb drop to Harry on how Hermione's friends never ever visit her since her marriage. That was good. Shows how much he observes and cares for his wife. Draco Malfoy and Theodonot being interested in Muggle medical studies was a fresh idea though. Loved how excited Theo was about the opportunity in cutting open a human body to study them. How psychotic. Giving this fic 3 stars. As for Draco's 2 house elves, Vim and Bobsy, who are basically a couple, I don't really know what to make of them. The main elf, Bobsy, had too much of a haughty attitude, belittling his own master. I just find that rather oddly inadmissible. I am, however, happy to see Draco in good terms with the Tonks family. He needed that connection. I was rather sad knowing Nymphadora's second marriage to her mandated husband, Lysander, didn't last. I thought they were alright with each other. I am, though, very disappointed how Narcissa Malfoy continued to be quite an arrogant character. Even though that's canon, I suppose. Oh yeah, by the way, I always number my fic reviews correlating to their index numbers on my reading log spreads. Well, in conclusion, I thought this fic was alright. Would have been seriously better if Hermione wasn't being such a hollow loner. I was pretty annoyed by her character the entire fic, to tell you the truth. So let's move on to the next fanfiction. It's a 39 chapter fic titled Distance, authored by In Dreams. Took me 3 days for me to tick it off my TBR list. So first things first, I seriously feel this fic had been downplayedly titled. I mean, for such an extravagant expedition. But anyway, I have to also point out that the fic somehow reminds me of another fic, Green Light, by Serene Musafir. What's with all the mysterious expeditions on historical deserts and lost civilizations? That really put you on edge. And also, if I were to make another guess, Brendan Fraser's Mummy movie. O'Connell, anyone? Even figures as keys. LOL. Only this time, it's set in ancient Pakistan and India, the Indus Valley. First AI picture for this fic. Gotta admit, some of the scenes almost gave me goosebumps. The author really did her research with this fic. The ancient and lost civilizations, seals, symbols, and such. Really love how the slow burn between Dramione was laid out by the author. Very gradual. I absolutely love their appreciation and respect they have for one another. How Hermione always supported Draco's leadership in their team, assuring him he's doing just fine. Amusing how so many people could see their compatibility, but damn. Hermione's new brain condition would honestly give me the creeps if I have it, but the ability sure came in handy with their quest. The whole mysterious virus/plague was so layered and complicated. I almost thought the original Bicon figure had gradually lost its presence as the fic dove deeper, but it made a significant comeback in the last few chapters. And yes, my second ever 5-star rated fic. I gotta say though, how much I love Hilatio in this. He could be serious, but unserious when he needs to be. Oh, and also, I'd initially suspected the reason Seamus Finnegan was feeling better than the other affected patients was because of a love he shared with Dean Thomas. What with Dean insisting to be the replacement aura in the team. Yeah, very romantic idealistic of me. Never would have figured a tea Seamus regularly drank from Parvati had healing herbs infused in it. Kudos to the author for this brilliant twist. But whatever happened to the historian who gave Dramione the first elucidation of the whole Indus Valley thing? Even Adnan, their Pakistani contact, who was so sure there are no secret tunnels, would have loved the faces of those two upon discovering the truth about those ancient sites. So, to conclude, I'd say it's a true mystifying expedition in trying to find a cure for their contaminated colleagues, and inevitably, the entire world from a fatal plague. They even help extirpate the ancient, old, corrupt, and twisted magic that had lingered in the society for centuries, even if it came thousands of years too late. Moving on, for the majority of the fanfictions that I reviewed, I just review them like this. Nothing fancy, just a simple, functional template. And yes, I love to star rate my fanfiction reads. They're for my own records and future reference in my journal. Of course, complementing each review with an AI-generated image of a fic. Seriously, if you're still hating on AI, you really have adaptation problems. It's 2026. AI is here to stay, whether you hate it or not. I don't know, just felt that in May, I read too many bad Draco fics. Either a jerk Draco or a pitiful Draco. It's like an unwarranted let's bash Draco Malfoy this month. It's not like I chose it. I pick my daily fic reads at a random, using a random app. Yeah, don't judge. So, I don't really know always what I was getting into. Now that second fic there, that's my Dramione monthly rec for you. A creepy horror fic. A one-shot titled The ASYLUM, written by Lovelle. Unfortunately, it's in German. No, I cannot read German. I had to set my browser to English translation to read it. It's worth it. The link to the fic is at my description box if you're interested. By the way, yes, those pink dots are for the index numbers. So that's my reading log. I'll color the index numbers for which fanfictions I'd reviewed, just in random pinks of my color palette. And that's my favorite quote of the month from the fic The Registry, authored by Words with Ways. Thought it was uniquely romantic. I'll be using this unpeeled photo sticker along with this washi tape. To make like a flat window, just for a simple interactivity. For my monthly statistics, I'm going the popular pie chart route, generated down through MS Excel, then use this trace table app. Yeah, apparently it's still free to use. Basically, using the app as a lightbox. Trace up the sectors. Listing down the tropes for this chart. Start coloring them in. I'll finish the chart by darkening the lines. And I guess it's time for a flip through. Almost a half page filled for my DNFs. Yep, this May, I managed to fill all 103 fixed spaces in the total of 3 pages. Yeah, sorry, can't show you that. But it's a brilliant, deranged Villa Draco fic with a dark Hermione, titled Anything for You Granger by Palio. Wish I could show you my AI pic, but policies, you know. So I guess that's it for this month's reads. I thank you all for watching up till here. Do hit the subscribe and like buttons if you enjoyed the video. Till then, happy journaling and bye!